G'day everyone, it's Curtis here and welcome to an On The Back Wheel video. Now, a couple of eagle-eyed viewers have noticed that I have windscreen risers on my Gen 3 KLR650. Now, I'd like to announce that I'm going to be selling these exact windscreen risers. Before we get into details on the windscreen risers, I'll be selling them in Australia to begin with, and if all goes well, I'll be selling them in the Southern Hemisphere. I know I have a lot of US viewers. You are able to buy these in the US from the designer Steve. I'll put his link in the video description down below. Let's have a look at how the windscreen risers look and how they adjust the appearance of your bike. These ones here move the screen forward and up 7 centimeters. So what that does is it gives you a lot more room around your GPS mount. So I have a large phone now, a Google Pixel, and I couldn't quite fit it in portrait mode without a windscreen riser. Now it's there, I can fit it with no problems at all. So if we come to this side, you can see it's steepened up the angle a bit. That also helps deflect the wind over you as well. And it kind of makes the bike look slightly more aggressive too. If we have a look from this angle, you can see it's slightly steeper. So it basically brings it forward and up. You can see that these look factory, they look really neat and tidy. We did that on purpose. Steve did a great job designing them. I wanted them to look basically like they belong on the bike. Now these have actually been in the works for months. I would say at least 3 months I've had the design. I've just been tweaking them and doing different samples. They are professionally printed, not by me, so you don't have to worry about that. We've done a lot of tweaking to the design to get them to suit the kind of riding that I do, so you can rest assured that if I haven't broken them, they're not going to break very easily at all. These are 3D printed. They are made of PETG filament. Early samples were made of PLA. We thought they would be fine. However, I broke a couple of sets and then we even increased the infill, which is basically how much plastic and how solid these are. And I still don't really like the design, so we changed to PETG. PETG is a mix between PLA and ABS plastic. Now ABS is actually quite brittle. So this kind of plastic is ABS and it's very strong, but it is very brittle. You can see here, I've actually broken mine in multiple spots as you've seen for previous videos. So PLA is quite malleable and PETG is a mix between the two. Now you guys have seen the kind of riding I do. It's very off-road focused and I tend to crash a lot, unfortunately. I don't mean to, I swear. But these haven't broken the PETG. They will break if you hit them at the right angle, you know, and the stars are aligned, don't get me wrong. But these are very strong, extremely strong. You can reef these around and nothing happens at all. In saying that, they will break and you kind of want them to break if you're in a heavy crash, because these are the cheapest things on the front of your motorcycle. They are a replaceable product, which is kind of a good thing, so you're not bending other things if you do come down. If you are crashing hard enough to break these, you might have some other concerns as well. So the kit I'm selling includes your left and right risers and also all your fitting hardware, which includes high quality stainless steel nuts, bolts and washers. I went out of my way to find some high quality stuff from a locally sourced engineering firm, so you don't have to worry about them rusting and they're going to be good quality. And one of the great things about these is they are adjustable. You just chuck an Allen key in there, loosen it off, adjust it to where you want, and then nip it back up, and you're done. Me personally, I've set it at this angle and left it, but when I installed this headlight protector, I did have to adjust it because I had it at a slightly steep angle, so it is great that you can adjust it when you're adding some different equipment to it. And some people like those at a different angle as well, and it may reduce buffeting as well. Now these do raise your windscreen, which does help with a little bit of wind buffeting. The KLR to me does have a little bit of wind buffeting that hits you like right in the face. This does raise it up a bit. Depending on the height you are, if you're a little bit shorter than me, it should be about perfect. I'm 6 foot and it does hit me still in the top, but it is definitely improved. Installing the windscreen riser is not going to eliminate all the wind buffeting, because while it does raise it up, it helps a lot. On the KLR, you can see that the windscreen tapers in a lot here, which causes a lot of your wind buffeting. However, if you install a windscreen riser kit and also a different windscreen, that's going to help with a lot of your wind buffeting problems. So if you're looking for a set of Gen 3 KLR650 windscreen risers, make sure you check these out. Steve did a fantastic job with designing them, and I've gone out of my way to make sure the build quality is high too. Plus, I've tested the absolute bejeebers out of them. Okay, that's it from me, everyone. Check out the links down in the description below. Hit that subscribe button and keep it on the back wheel. Catch us.